I think Maxime is ready to go.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
75 seconds on the clock.
The 7th event.
Their job down on the floor, down to some serious announcing. Terry Hollins, Todd Harris with you. We'll start things off with Maxime Boudreau. And a quick reminder, there are 8 bags out in front. He's got 75 seconds. Terry, he'll start off 2 bags at 50 pounds apiece.
Yeah, Maxime is a fantastic thrower as well. Really great at this event. So this will give us a good benchmark for the other guys to follow.
Yeah, he is just cranking through these. So the second set of bags, 55 pounds. Those are now done. He's on to the 60-pound bags now. He hasn't missed a beat. He's got 2 more now. The final 2 bags, 65 pounds a pop.
Yeah, Maxime is genuinely one of the absolute very best on this event. So, you know, what you're seeing here, there could be a few guys coming out afterwards that are not as good at this event as he is.
He gets it.
Great performance there.
So he's going to check in around 40 seconds total. Remember, it's 75 seconds in all. He stops the clock. Looks like it's going to be a 31.8.
I think that's the time left.
That time left. So we subtract that from 75 and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll leave that one to you. 37 seconds.
So now that we have an odd number of athletes, 13, Maxime Boudreau will be the only one that'll go solo. Then we have pairings on the way down. So it'll be Boudreau solo, then it'll be Bilton Novikov, Smuckstellis and Stoltman, Luke, Trey Mitchell and Tom Stoltman, Kevin Ferris and Evan Singleton, Bobby Thompson and Mitch Hooper, and then Thomas Evans and Brian Shaw will be the last pairing to go here.
There's some great pairings there as well. We should see some close battles, and obviously that's what we want to see, like the guys putting pressure on each other. You know, that it's very easy to make a mistake on this event, so when they're putting pressure on each other, you get great performances, but you also get some drama as well.
That's a good matchup here. You've got Gavin Bilton taking on Alexei Novikov, when in actuality it's against the clock. But it helps, Terry. I mean, obviously it's an advantage having someone next to you because it kind of pushes you.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I've been looking forward to Gav doing this event. Obviously, you know, it's his first competition here. You know, first time at the Shore Classic. He's in a huge lineup. You know, he was a bit of a late call up as well. He's a great strong man. He's mixing it with the guys, but this is an event he could do really well on.
Yeah. He said this is one of the events he's looking forward to. He'd like to get the win on this one. He just likes throwing events. And yeah, when you're 6'6", 385 pounds, throwing comes pretty naturally. So he's going to size this up. Again, we'll remind you that's a 15-foot bar they're going over the top of. They've got 75 seconds. 2 bags at 50, 2 bags at 55, 2 at 60, and then finally 2 bags at 65. And the strategy is, well, you go back to Atlas Stones, years gone by on World's Strongest Man, the guys that basically, the reason why they have the rules, and guys would go to the heaviest stone first and work backwards, and now they, no, you got to do them in order, starting with the lightest, because that would make more sense.
Yeah, for sure, and you see Alexei just went out there, he's turned all the bags the other way, so he's obviously going to throw a little bit different to what most of the guys do.
Easy tosses. Wow, Gavin is taking one step and throwing. Oh, and he has one miss, so he's got to go get it.
Come on, Gav. He's so powerful, Rod.
Alexei has a miss. Gavin eats it over. 2 misses. Oh, back to back. So both of them slowing their pace down, which gives you a pretty good idea how impressive Maxime Boudreau was.
Yeah, just not quite getting the angle right a couple of times, Gav, but still putting in a great performance. Like I said, following Maxime, you know, it's hard to look good, but Maxime is one of the absolute very best at this event.
Yeah, and Alexei's really struggled here. So much of it is technique and angle, and Gavin's just not a good angle there as he makes contact with the bar. Still 15 seconds to go. Gavin's got 2 bags of the 2 heaviest at 65 pounds. Oh, just inches it over. So they will let the clock run out. Alexei gets 5 bags over. Gavin gets 6 bags over. And Maxime Boudreau, only man so far to get all 8 over.
Yeah, I mean, don't be surprised, anyone watching, that if Maxim wins this event. He is that good at it. It wouldn't be a shock, even though he had to go out first.
So would you advise, Terry, people that are going to do this, I know there's the adrenaline, you want to get through and just blow through those bags, but maybe pace yourself, save a little energy, because they go out so fast in those first 4 bags.
It's always good to get into a rhythm. That's what I always think. It's sort of each throw, just do the exact same process on each throw. Because the trouble is, and this is where it gets a bit tricky, is sometimes if you miss a throw, you get it slightly wrong, and it throws you out of that rhythm. It's almost hard to get them over at that point. Whereas if you stay in that rhythm, it sort of tends to go fairly well. I mean, personally, I think it's one of those ones Brian always used to say this statement to me. It was hurry but don't rush.
Yeah.
So move fast but don't rush it so you make a mistake.
Yeah, be quick but don't rush. So we'll see if that pays off, because Maxime was on fire. Only man out of the first 3 to go to complete all of them. I want to remind you that Adam Bishop, if you're just tuning in, had to withdraw from the competition at the start of day number 2. So we got another matchup coming up in Ivars Smakstelis and Luke Stoltman.
Should be a good battle as well. I mean, both these guys, probably not the performances they would have hoped for overall in the competition, but both top quality strongmen.
75 seconds on the clock. Maxime Boudreau, the only man to complete the entire 8 bags. Good form.
Yeah, Avars is also a very good thrower as well.
Oh, just catches the top of that bar. Obviously, you want to do as few throws as you can, Terry, and if you may have a miss, it's like having an extra rep. And both men, Luke and Ivars, have a miss there. So the fatigue sets in.
This is the problem. It's one of those things that relies a lot on explosive power, and once that energy's gone, it's very, very hard to get extra throws over. It's not like a deadlift or a press or something where you can grind them out.
Yeah.
Once that explosive power's gone, it's done.
And just gets it over. So Luke's at 6. Ivars, who started out so fast right now, is still at 4. Looks like Luke is going to end with 6 bags over the top. And that's how they'll end.
Decent performance there.
Yeah. So Maxime still the only athlete to get all 8 bags up and over in 75 seconds.
I mean, it does show how good Maxime is at this event. You know, we've had some good throwers go out afterwards, and he literally destroyed this event. So, yeah, he shows just how good Maxime is at this sort of thing.
Yeah, you can see that guys really having no problems with the 250s, even the 255s, but it's when they get to that 60 and the 65, those last 4, Terry, those are brutal.
Yeah, I mean, 5 pounds sometimes, a 5 pound weight increase doesn't sound like a lot, but when it comes to throwing events, that is a massive amount of weight. Well, and like we said, it's sort of much as with some of the other events, you're getting more fatigued and the weights are getting heavier, so it's hard from both angles. It's not just that you're getting tired, also the weight's going up every time as well.
And you know what was impressive about Maxime, his time. I mean, he was under 40 seconds for all 8, so 39.34 is the mark to beat the full rack.
I mean, we've got some guys coming out still that, you know, would have a chance potentially of beating that, but it wouldn't shock me at all if Maxime went on and won this event.
How about Tom Stoltman? He's 6'8", one of the tallest guys in the competition, so he's obviously closer to the 15-foot barrier than almost anyone else other than Brian Shaw.
Yeah, and he's super explosive, super powerful as well. So this is an event Tom can do really well on.
75 seconds on the clock. The mark to beat, 39.34 for all 8 bags.
Like I said, though, it's one of those events it's very easy to make a mistake.
Wow.
Both these guys tearing for them.
They're not even taking steps back. They're taking it from where they are. Oh, and a miss there. Stoltman's got a chance. One more bag.
It's going to be close.
Up and over.
Oh, I think he might have done it. I think that might be the lead. This is the thing, as big and strong as Tom is, he's an amazing athlete as well.
Trey Mitchell now on bag number 7. It weighs 65 pounds, and it's just the steam is out of his legs. He's going to stop. He'll get credit for 6. But we'll have to wait and see what the judges say on the time, because I think you're right. I think Tom Stoltman may have gone into first.
Trey is in front of him. It is a close match. We just saw Tom Stoltman. He's going to gain some points right here.
He's going to pick up.
Tom Stoltman, I believe.
Let's see. Stoltman sits.
In the lead. We're going to check the time here.
He's in 4th place right now on 54 points.
39.34
39.34 was the mark to beat put up by Canada's Maxime Boudreau.
So the time to beat was 39.34. Tom Stoltman. One more time. Let me get to
Nothing like keeping the intensity.
time to beat 39.34. Tom Stoltman. 28.9.
Wow, under 30 seconds.
So 28.96. Stoltman, sub 30 seconds, goes into the lead, and this could be huge, Terry, because Stoltman came in 4th place. Let's say he wins this event. Other than Brian Shaw, he could move up, definitely get himself on the podium with one more event to go.
Yeah, and we know obviously we haven't got all the times up here, but you can see there Luke and Trey were sort of on the same number,
Yeah.
but he's also got Gav and Maxine in between them.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's already a 3-point swing at least.
Kevin Ferris.
So the drama continues to play out here at the Budweiser Event Center in Loveland, Colorado. Kevin Ferris and Evan Singleton will be the next ones to head up. Our 7th event, the Bag Over Bar. Day 2 with one more event to go. This is the penultimate event here at the 4th annual Shaw Classic, with Brian Shaw in the lead. His final event in professional competition. He sits on 74 points, 3 points clear of 2nd place, and Canada's Mitch Hooper.
Love the class, love the brotherhood.
Both these guys pretty explosive, pretty quick movers. I think we saw something though from Tom Stoltman. He took grabbed the bag one step and go.
Yeah, Evan looks like he's going to do the
Yeah.
same thing.
Singleton showing
Evan sort of like similar, a little bit shorter than Tom, but similar sort of athlete. He's very fast, he's very powerful, he's very athletic and very tall. They've got long levers.
No misses from either of them. First miss coming. And this is where they start to get heavy. They go through those first 4 like no problem. Evan now on to 6.
Yes. Perfect that was from Evan. Like, got the angle right and everything. It was perfect.
Taking a deep breath.
30 seconds.
Evans up, so he's got one more to go. This would be huge if he can get it.
So this, Evan's now another person that's got between Tom and Trey. So that gap's getting closer and closer by the pairings that go out.
15 seconds.
Looks like we're gonna see 2 great battles. Kind of almost essentially the Mitch Hooper, Brian Shaw battle in the last event and the Trey Mitchell and Tom Stoltman battle.
So 7 bags for Evan Singleton, 4 bags for Kevin Ferris.
These athletes, I love watching.
And we're down to the final 4, the final 2 matchups, and they are good. Bobby Thompson and Mitch Hooper, Thomas Evans, and Brian Shaw.
Just a spectacular.
Remember back in the day when they used to throw kegs?
Yep.
They used to throw the barrel toss, I think it was called.
Yep.
Just laugh.
Oh, yeah, big time.
The worst one was back sort of the early days when we were doing it, and the kegs were so huge that most of the short guys couldn't even get them between their legs.
They were massive.
Yeah.
And I think we had a couple close calls where those kegs almost came back and clocked some people. So I think they said, let's go to something A little less.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was at Britain's Strongest Man or at World's Strongest Man. Jimmy Mark, who pulled 3 kegs back, stood on 2 of them to throw the other keg.
Oh, that's awesome. So Bobby Thompson, and Mitch Hooper, the next set, checking the bags, checking the handles.
He's got to get everything.
This is a big one for Hooper.
Yeah.
He's got to get some points back. I don't think he wants to go into the last event with Brian Shaw with a 3 or 4 point lead.
He knows that Brian's great at this event as well, so he needs a big performance. Hooper could be great here as well because he's very powerful.
Thompson doing a great job. He is just chucking these things. First 4, no problem for either man. Second half now is where it gets a little tricky.
Hooper's doing good.
Got it over. Oh, and his first miss.
Bobby's right on his tail now.
Yeah, he's down to the last 2. Those are the heaviest. They weigh in at 65 pounds apiece, 29 kilos.
Thing is, judging on what's gone on in the past and knowing what I know, Brian's probably going to kill this event as well.
Yeah.
So this changes a lot.
Just no popping legs and arms, and they'll both bow out with 6.
He's got like 5 seconds left. One last time.
Oh, he's going to give it another go. The Moose.
Let's give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
It's going to be interesting to see these times on the 6s because, you know, it could change things a lot between Tom and Trey and Mitch Hooper. You know, he could lose a lot of points here.
You've got Mitch, who's on 6, but he's got Evan Singleton and Gavin Bilton, who did 7. So they're in front of him. That's taking points away from him.
Yeah.
So if Brian Shaw were to come out and get first and second, he's going to pad his lead by 4 or 5 points.
Yeah. Tom's probably back there rubbing his hands together as well. Fantastic performance from him, and obviously there's a lot of people between him and Trey and him and Mitch Hooper as well.
Yep. Tall order, though, to go out there and head-to-head. I mean, the fans are going to be on their feet.
Yeah.
Brian's going to get a standing ovation first time he grabs a hold of the bag. Just worth reminding, that's a 15-foot bar. They have 75 seconds, 2 bags at 50, 2 at 55, 2 at 60, and 2 at 65.
I remember seeing Tom throwing when we were out at World's Strongest Man this year as well, in the warm-up yard. I didn't actually see him do the event, but saw him throwing and he looked really good.
Against the legend, his final time doing bag over bar, his storied career. Let him hear it, Brian Shaw!
So you got the 41-year-old Brian Shaw, who stands at 6'8". You got the 29-year-old Thomas Evans, who stands at 6'3".
Oh, this is really crazy.
Here we go. Final pairing. Oh, man, Brian's clearing that by 5 feet.
Little mistake there from Brian, but little stumble.
Yep.
You think he can go fast, folks? Let's hear him. Let's
Both moving quick, though.
He feeds off it.
Thomas Evans coming off of last year's Open Championship, now competing up against Brian Shaw.
He's gone ahead as well. Slightly quicker.
Got the lead. Both men down to the final 2 bags. 65 pounds. Brian gets over.
He knows how big that was.
Here it is. This is huge if he gets it. Oh,
It's been those little moments for Brian between him and Mitch.
Yeah.
That extra bag matching Mitch Hooper on the deadlift. Those extra few reps on the chest press. They've been big moments for Brian that are going to push him on and probably win this title.
and he gets it.
Thomas Evans was moving fast through those
he
first
was.
few as well, so he got a quick 6.
Well, Brian's going to probably finish in the top 3. And the 2 guys, Maxi Boudreau and Tom Stoltman, are well behind him, so he can give the points to them.
Yeah.
But he's going to pick up points on Hooper, Trey Mitchell, and Tom Stoltman. Well, not Tom, because Tom's going to get the win. But he had a pretty big side. He had 20-point lead on Stoltman. He can give away points to Stoltman.
Yeah, the gap's still only 18 points, so Brian's definitely secured beating Tom. But that gap between Brian and Mitchell's getting bigger.
Yep. Oh, man. Can you believe it? Terry Hollins, we have made it to the final event. There'll be a little bit of a respite for the athletes. And you look about it, Brian Shaw had to go in that last. He's going to have a little less time than everyone else, but he'll get it on the backside.
Yeah, I think we've got the arm wrestling coming out now, if I remember correctly.
Are you going to go down and compete?
No, I'm not competing, but we have got Vitautas Lalas, former Arnold Strongman champion, second place at World's Strongest Man in the past, having an arm wrestling match against a proper arm wrestler. So
I don't want any part of that.
No, it should be interesting.
Let's go down to the floor, Mike Saunders.
Showing us all today that you're literally one of the strongest men on the planet. How are you feeling right now, brother?
Yeah, I mean, I made a mistake, but to fight back from 10th place, and I think I've hit the podium, but there's one event left. I feel unbelievable right now, and first time at the Shaw Classic, and what a tournament this is. But yeah, I'm buzzing. 3 event wins, and let's make the last one the 4th. So let's do this.
Oh yeah, baby! So he has done a fantastic job, as he pointed out. Thomas Stoltman had a terrible showing on the very first event. You remember that he came out and we were like, this is not the Stoltman we were looking for, as he struggled out of the gate, but he has come on strong. He has won 3 events now here at the Shaw Classic out of 7, and he has launched himself up. Probably, we're waiting for the scores to come down, but he should probably be in the top 3 now, possibly. He had a big path to overcome. He was 7 points down from Trey Mitchell in 3rd place. But he got it all done, all 8 bags, 28.96 seconds. Congratulations to Maxime Boudreau, got all bags up in 39.3 seconds.
Yeah.
And he did it solo.